Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Game Defined. I hope you're all doing well whenever you're hearing this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yes, this is episode 4.2. It's the second time we're recording this episode. We had some technical malfunctions.
Yeah, May has been
technicalities.
cruel to us.
Yes, but anyway. Yes, this episode's going to be quite random because it's been quite a few, not random, but it's been quite...
There was nothing big this month happening, to be honest.
The past month, it's been a month now, I think. So some 4 weeks since we've...
Yeah, because initially we were going to have that 3-gap week.
A three-week gap.
When we tried, exactly.
And then last week we had the technical issues, so we had to record it this week. So it's been 4 weeks since we did the God of War one.
Isn't that hard?
Yeah. Basically, in this episode, what we're going to discuss is Battlefield 2 versus COD.
Battlefield 2.
Sorry, Christ. Battlefield. Why did I say
Are
Battlefield?
you
2?
reminiscing in the old?
Yeah. I'm
glory
still
days
living
of
in
when we actually
2008.
did play that game a lot.
Yeah. So Battlefield versus COD, because a few days ago.
5.
Sorry.
It is the
Yeah,
5.
Battlefield 5. Because both of them, we've had some pretty cool reveals for both games.
Yep, it's showing that E3 is coming closer, so now they're battling, and that's been the buzz this week.
Yes.
Call of Duty versus Battlefield.
Call of Duty's biggest announcement is that they're gonna scrap the single player, right?
Yes.
Single player campaign is gonna be focused on multiplayer.
And then with that amazing Gladiator trailer you showed
the
me
zombie
today.
Gladiator trailer, which to be
What
honest,
the
I have
hell?
no idea how they're gonna get that done. Call of Duty. I mean, you've always had guns in it. How are you gonna do a zombie mode without guns? If that is the idea.
You saw, with axes and
Yes.
swords.
But still not guns. But anyway, we'll see how that pans out. They had also the multiplayer trailer
Yes.
with some cool
Which-
music, the usual big.
In fact, right now we saw more actual gameplay of Call of Duty at the moment
Yes.
than Battlefield.
Than Battlefield.
Battlefield, we only had the reveal.
And the Battlefield trailer also was multiplayer, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
In fact, it's as if they're pitching the whole multiplayer scenario to us. With the
But there
customization, with
Yes.
the...
and there also has been some article. There have been some articles that reveal what's going to happen for the single player for Battlefield.
Yes, the war campaigns.
Yes.
The war stories.
So they're going to keep the war stories similar as they did for Battlefield 1.
Which I really liked.
Even me, to be honest. And they're not going to focus much on Europe. They're going to be, not the usual France and England, German type thing. They're moving towards Norway. Apparently, there's been
That
mention
was one of the war
a
stories. I
Norwegian
had the
story,
Norwegian resistance
which you
story.
don't get much in war story games, which relate Norway. I don't believe I've ever played a game that mentions Norway or
can't recall, but
Scandinavia or
most-
much.
It's like, let's say, I guess World War stories that we've played when we were young are the Call of
Mainly,
Duty,
storming the
Battlefield,
beaches of
Medal of
D-Day.
Honor.
Yeah, Medal of Honor. Yes.
There was something else besides Medal of Honor? Or?
I don't think so.
know. But they were always in the front lines. You're there.
Yes.
How many times have we played D-Day?
Yes. Listen, Call of Duty D-Day. I was still in secondary school. I think that was some
It was still amazing to experience.
the amazing
at that time.
experience to be the first. It's
Band
exactly
of Brothers. No, Brothers in Arms.
Brothers
Yes,
in
now
Arms.
I remember.
Brothers in Arms.
Sorry.
Hell's Highway something, and then there was an expansion, Hell's Highway.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was good. That was also
Yeah.
good. Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Call of Duty, the opening when you're storming D-Day, which is exactly like the opening of Saving Private Ryan, the film. That was an amazing experience. I mean, back in those days. Was Call of Duty the first to release a World War II game? Or did Medal of Honor follow, or were Medal of Honor first?
I think Call of Duty came out first.
Right, eh? Because I remember them dominating the Second World War gaming scene.
By the power of Google.
And
I
Google,
will tell
quick
you,
Google,
sir.
quick Google.
Call of Duty
When in
release
doubt-
date and
when in
Medal
doubt,
of Honor
Google it.
release date. And they were both PlayStation 1, I think.
No, not
No?
not only. I
Nine?
used to play Call of
Really?
Duty too. That's on PC, definitely.
Mm.
Definitely.
That-
But
the
I
two-
remember
the one,
playing
I
Medal of Honor on PlayStation 1.
Actually, then.
No, Call of Duty 2 started with D-Day, not Call of Duty 1. When you're advancing on
I
the
forget,
beaches
sir.
of Normandy.
I really did forget, sir.
You forgot, sir?
I can't get the release date
Yeah, you
of
can't
the
forget.
original Medal of Honor.
Call of Duty 2 was the first game we used to play together.
Yes, definitely.
And that
was when I
started
first
with
met you.
storming the beaches. No. I think you're right. Call of Duty. Call of Duty, because I was still in school. You're right. I think you're right. Anyway, apparently people have been also knocking Battlefield simply because there's a woman in a war and she has a prosthetic arm, which I see absolutely nothing wrong with. But people apparently just wanna.
It's not
Another
my
Call of
World War
Duty.
II.
Yeah.
Like, it's a multiplayer scenario. Battlefield has always been multiplayer.
Exactly.
They were not seen most of the times on the front line, true. But they did fight as resistance warriors also.
Exactly.
Like,
And
again,
apparently
the Norwegian
Battlefield-
thing, even in Greece, they used to fight
Yeah.
also.
Apparently, Battlefield is going to be very resistance focused, rather than the normal Marine Corps and all that.
The small
At least
stories that
that's
we
what-
don't hear instead of the
Yes,
let's
the
go to the
actual-
front line for victory.
yeah.
And brr.
But anyway,
We beat
I would
Germany
just
again.
wait a bit more. That's one of the releases I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, there's going to be more reveals in E3.
Yeah. I'm really hoping to see more gameplay trailers of Battlefield. But now with E3 coming up, we're probably going to be seeing more of that.
Yes, definitely.
As we saw a lot of Call of Duty now. More of the same, but
Exactly.
there's a niche for that.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, there is a niche for that. But at least something I look forward to in games is something different. Usually.
And the fact that they're not doing a campaign clearly shows that's the market.
Focusing
they
on
think.
multiplayer. And are they going to put in also the similar to Fortnite? They're going to do the Battle Royale? Call of Duty?
They
Yes,
mentioned Battle
they did
Royale.
mention it, eh?
I think they are going to do that.
I believe they are going to do that. I read an article about that.
Yeah.
So, first time ever, there's going to be a Battle Royale in Call of Duty.
Yes. In fact, it's one of the articles you see as soon as you type it in Google. Like,
Yep.
Black Ops 4 plans its own assault on Battle Royale genre.
And it's going to
Maybe
be
it's called that
there are going to be
deathmatch.
different
Eh.
there are going to be different versions of Battle Royale, or just like 50 against 50, or just
I think it
Free
will be
for
their
all
own
100.
variant. We'll see. We don't know any details about it.
okay.
All we know is that, hey, their multiplayer is going to be similar to Blizzard's Overwatch, where the story is based on multiplayer game modes. And very crazy game types, I guess, in terms
Cool.
of Call of Duty's case. It was really funny hearing a podcast about Call of Duty's announcement. They had one of these invitational events where they get over a lot of these foreign streamers into one place. And they say, hey, we're going to show you the latest Call of Duty, yeah! The way he was describing it, this guy who was from this was the Giant Bomb podcast, actually.
Yeah.
And he was describing he's in the middle of this crowd feeling lost like the black sheep, where the guy who's hosting the event, he shouts to the audience like, what do you think about wall running? Because it was implemented in the previous Call of Duties. I think they tried to copy Titanfall,
Okay.
and Titanfall did it really nicely, but in Call of Duty I don't know how it was. And then you actually have just an audience going, no, and the guy who's hosting is like, yeah, we removed it, yeah. Like, what? Like, is everyone going, fuck that programmer, or screw that feature? It was a big event of a venue full of testosterone, of people shouting, yeah, no,
Shoot it! Yeah,
Yes.
I just want to shoot it.
Yeah, exactly. I would be really scared if we ever had to be invited to that sort of thing. I don't know. And I hope I don't have to.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I already felt a bit out of place when I had visited Gamescom. I can't imagine this.
Yeah. So whilst it was a bit quiet, also we went to some local events as well, right?
Oh yeah,
We went to
they
two
happened
events.
beginning of May, something like that. We
Yeah.
went to the Play Up event.
Yeah, it's been First event was 4 weekends ago.
Yeah, it was.
Then the week after, so first went to the Play Up and Game LAN and board
Mhm.
game event.
Yeah,
which
there was a
at the
tournament of
Topaz,
Counter Strike happening
Yep.
over there. There was
Counter Strike Tekken,
Tekken,
and board
which
games.
we really enjoyed.
We got to meet some streamers. We got to meet Gecko,
Yes, Captain
right?
Gecko.
Captain Gecko.
We love you, Gecko.
And I got reintroduced to Tekken. I haven't seen Tekken or played Tekken since Tekken 3.
When it was very blocky.
Yes. And
Okay,
I
no,
used...
Tekken 3 was already moving out of the blockiness. But
Mhm. No, it wasn't that bad. I used to love it. But I haven't played it since then. And to find it there and actually enjoy watching, I didn't play, just enjoyed watching it. I sort of discovered how nice it is just to watch it, to have everything on one screen. It's much easier to follow than a CSGO game would be.
CSGO, you need a little magic happening to really understand what's happening.
Yeah, you need a...
Over
you
there, we had the scenario like we were standing behind 5 people, with
Yes.
either standing behind one team or the other. And we're looking at all 5 monitors, trying to figure out who's where, what they're doing, what's actually happening for
Yep.
the opposing team. It gets confusing. In the case of Tekken,
Yep.
it's that one screen,
just watching them play just from behind them.
but it's be so
Seeing everything on one screen.
feeling the tension between these two
Yes,
guys.
yes. Seeing their health bar
like-
at the very end. They're like, come on.
like, that's how I
yeah,
feel. It's
and
like
then...
when I'm just watching a combo happening and I know like the pattern of how they're going to be hitting, even my leg going ta 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 poo, poo, like
Because it's
I'm going with
it's
the
all
rhythm
about
of the combo.
timing and rhythm, right?
yes. Sorry, I interrupted you. Sir.
No, it's okay, don't worry. And the other event was the Quickfire CSGO Wingman tournament, which we participated in. Let's not say how we went. No, we did go to this event. We did participate. Obviously, we didn't have any
Yeah,
high
good initiative
hopes.
though on the side of
Only a few
Quickfire
months. Yeah.
doing this.
No, it was-
and
it was
I
a
think
lot
CG
of
are going
fun.
to be doing
It was a lot of fun.
this tourney also.
The Quickfire team were excellent. We did get to play. We were the very first match.
We had no breathing time as
No,
soon as we
no.
got there. Okay,
Oh,
you guys
you
play
guys,
against
play.
these two.
Play now.
Okay.
No, but it was fun.
Right.
Yeah, it was a few hours for our next match, but it wasn't round robin. It was a what do you call it? Bracket tournament.
Yeah, broke it. In fact,
You
after
only
we lost the first game, then we had the loser bracket.
Bracket, exactly.
We lost the loser bracket, so we had
So we're
lunch.
out, exactly.
I hate
No, it was
my
fun.
taste.
One of the things that I admired was the sportsmanship.
Yeah, the guys that we met over there were really cool.
Yeah, it was very
No
intense.
one
There were
craps on you.
sorry.
No one craps on you.
No,
So-
exactly. There were some very intense games. First, a team takes a point, another team takes a point, on and on and on and on and on. And it got really intense. I mean, but at the end, everyone just stood up and shook hands and they were fine. I mean,
Yes.
and it was very nice. It was a very nice tournament. I really enjoyed it.
I think when it's such a it was a small event that ran through the whole day, so you're not crowded with so many people coming. You don't get
Yes.
all kinds of people coming there.
Yep.
It's not like,
It's not like a LAN.
when we used to go to the initial LAN parties that
Yes.
we went to before. Some people that we used to meet were either real assholes or like
Yep.
constant swearing for nothing.
Yeah.
It's
The usual stuff. Anyway.
exactly.
Yeah. No, but it was.
So
The atmosphere was very nice.
it's a breath of fresh air to actually see those kind of people
Yep.
in this event, which made us enjoy it more.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. Apart from that, there has been the technicality thing served us a bit well to a point, because this week, since we had to record the session, the podcast, Detroit came out and Dark Souls
You got
Remastered.
your hands on Detroit and you've already
Yes,
started.
I'm playing it. Yes, it's very good. I'm really enjoying it. It starts out as the demo did, or the first gameplay. So you're
Yeah.
Connor, and you're
The apartment one.
negotiating. Yeah, you're an hostage negotiator. So you get 3 characters, so
Yeah.
3 separate androids, which I think at the end, I haven't finished it yet, but at the end of it, most probably their storylines will cross.
Actually, how much have you gotten to play of Detroit?
Maybe 4 hours.
Ooh,
5.
Nice.
So because it's been since Thursday, so yeah, maybe 4 hours.
Nice.
I like the decision. Obviously, it's all decision based. You have different outcomes. I got Connor killed 2 times. You have 2 types of modes.
Okay.
So the first one is similar to God of War. Give me a mix of story and skill based. And the other one is it's less forgiving. Apparently, if a character dies, his storyline finishes. Right, so the way it is, I'm obviously playing it with a mix. I just to go through the whole game. I will most probably try and play
So
it.
the forgiving part is letting you try the whole thing again.
Yes, for example, with Connor, the 2 missions that I played with Connor, I got him killed twice.
Good job.
And what they do is, at least that's how they explain it. And again, keeping in mind, I'm just playing it, so I'm not sure what happens if you do it in the other mode. But how they explain it is that if you die as Connor, they just upload your software and memories into a new shell, to a new Android.
To a new Connor.
Exactly.
You are Connor version 3.
Yep.
Stop dying, please.
Connor version 0.03.
Steven, didn't you program Connor to not die? I'm sorry, I forgot to patch that in.
Yeah. So you're Connor. The game starts as a hostage negotiator, but you're more than that.
Yeah.
Apparently, you're the prototype of androids, who's designed to help the police, the very first in line. Then I forgot the names though. There's a woman android who's basically, this has also been already given out. You're a nanny or a housekeeper, nanny slash
the
housekeeper,
babysitter android.
and the father's abusive, so you obviously get the choice to take action or whatever. And then you're another android who's taking care of this very wealthy artist who has trouble with his son. He's a paraplegic, so he's constricted to a wheelchair. It's not disclosed why. And yeah, he has trouble with his son, and anyway, things go south and you get into trouble.
It's complicated.
It's complicated, and I don't want to give anything away. But it is very, very, very fun to play. Again, it's not too skill based, but you have a timer to take a decision. Maybe you have those 5, maybe 7
In fact,
seconds.
I was gonna say you can take your time, but no, it's actually time.
No.
It's time based.
I don't know what happens if the time runs out, to be honest. I believe, I would imagine a decision would be taken for you. But
yeah, either someone rushes you, hey, listen, maybe you have to do this, or else it just ends. It's too late. He decided to kill himself.
Yep. But the major theme about it is that androids are sort of developing consciousness. They're thrown into this situation where apparently the main rule is that an android should always do what a human tells them to do. But then their software sort of gets broken because they know it's not the right thing to do. So it's sort of an internal struggle on how the software of the android develops consciousness.
Okay.
So yeah, it seems very interesting. There's a creepy android host.
Say what?
Yeah, the menu is you're actually greeted by an android. And you get these weird surveys. When I logged in the second time to play, she comes up like, hello there, nice to see you again. Do you have time to do a survey? And she gives you like these 10 questions.
No, it's GDPR.
No, it has nothing, it has nothing to do with that.
Do you want to opt in?
But the first question is, would you ever have a relationship with an android? What? Wouldn't really know. Never really thought about it. But anyway, so you get these 10
if
questions.
the relationship is cold, no.
It depends on what she can do. What software is installed in her. Anyway. But yeah, this menu host is very creepy. But yeah, it's all part of the experience. It's nice. At least I'm enjoying it so far. And yeah, playing Dark Souls before it helped sort of put me in the
Not
mood
Dark
to
Beyond
play
Two
those.
Souls.
Sorry, Dark Souls, my god. Beyond Two Souls.
I think you said that because I mentioned Dark Souls Remastered.
Yeah, and I mentioned it also because of the remaster. Yeah, playing Beyond Two Souls before.
You can
had
see
put
the
me into-
resemblance between the two now.
Yeah. And it helped me it put me into the mood of playing that genre, that decision making story based games. Which
Let's go
I don't
now
have much
after
experience
this, and then I'll show you Heavy Rain.
Yeah, I've been meaning to play that, but apparently that's a bit dark, no? It's like you're this
It is
detective.
quite gruesome.
Yeah.
Not is it? Yes. Could
You're
I
a
say?
detective like with a flashlight or something, right? That's the image I
It's
have in my
not-
head of.
Dark, like you're in a creepy dungeon. No, it's a typical thriller.
Okay. Yeah, definitely give
But
that a shot.
it's definitely worth playing. If you've been enjoying these two, especially Beyond Two Souls, and you moved on to Detroit,
Yeah.
you should definitely give Heavy Rain a look, because
Yeah.
it's when the first time that it happened, it was like visual fidelity, a really nice story, and that happened.
The other release was
Now you can mention
Dark Souls Remastered. Dark Souls, not Beyond Two Souls. Yeah. I haven't played Dark Souls. Have you played Dark Souls?
Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't play the remastered yet. But I've played 1 and 2, not the 3. And the 3 was the better one. So
Okay.
it is quite a shame. I don't really get to play it though that much, because I end up watching instead the people online speed running the game rather
Okay.
than actually me playing the game. So and ironically, beginning of this month, there was a charity event more dedicated towards like
Speed
Japanese RPGs.
Yeah.
The Japanese RPG speedrunning.
Yeah.
RPG Limit Break. It kept me busy since this month. You've managed to do much more playing than
Of
me.
course.
Since I decided, hey, I'll study Japanese and have an
Konnichiwa.
exam on May.
But
Huh?
there was this charity event, right? What?
RPG Limit Break was a charity event. It kept me company for a nice whole week of amazing runs. It was a brilliant show. The charity event was more dedicated towards mental illness. And I know they got up to, I don't know if they made it up to $170,000, but last time I was watching their last game, that was Kingdom Hearts. Not the 3, unfortunately. We'll see that in E3, hopefully. It was $154,000,
Whoa,
something like that.
that's good.
So that's pretty good.
That's very good, and it's for a good cause.
It's a small niche, the charity event, because
Yeah.
then now, even further in June, there will be summer games done quick.
Yep.
But that's more dedicated to casual games, not casual games. Bleh, I'm using wrong words.
Like what?
All types of games
All right.
will be showcased at summer games done quick. So if there was this old Nintendo game that you played before, you'll see someone breaking it. Or Doom. When I saw the last Doom being speedrun.
Speedrun The Last Doom.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing. I was really... I remember laughing in fits when I saw the glitch of... One of the skips they do in Doom is... there would be a railing. I forgot the combination exactly, but you see them crouching and aligning themselves properly to the direction they're going to jump. Now, by jumping, what's going to happen is I think they shoot something at a particular time, but all of a sudden they fly up in the air. So they align themselves, they do a particular set of movements, and you see them just go
Fling.
jetting towards the sky. And you just see this map behind them flying further away. Like, what the hell is happening? It disappears. But they're going exactly to the end objective. Or like they're skipping half the level. They just hit a building, they land on a building exactly where they need to be.
Uh-huh.
And like that, the game's collisions wouldn't be registered for the outside parts because one, you don't need to,
Yeah.
so you don't have to calculate that in
Yeah.
terms of
So
programming.
they don't die. Yeah.
So they go to that part and they fall into the building and they land exactly where they need to be. Sometimes where you just need
Whoa.
to end the game, or exactly as I said before, you jumped 3/4 of the level already.
Yeah.
And like everyone's, what? What the hell?
That reminded me of GTA. Do you remember
GTA.
the swing catapult in GTA?
No,
The last
GTA.
GTA,
Oh yes.
there was a swing catapult apparently. If you hit
What?
this swing, there's this playground
Uh-huh.
which has a swing. If you hit the swing in a way at a point, it just catapults you into the air, and you're like on the other side of the world. Obviously, you die because GTA is being open world and all that. But that's
You should
That's
watch
cool.
also the GTA speedruns.
there's actually a speedrun for GTA as well.
It's really. I think they're more fun to watch the ones of Vice City,
Yeah, the older
San
ones.
Andreas.
Yeah.
Those are really, really good. You should give them a watch. And imagine someone finishing GTA in 3 hours, maybe.
Whoa.
Let me see. If I do a quick search,
They
Vice
should
City
try-
speedrun world record.
They should try and do a God of War speedrun.
Wait, what? 15 minutes?
15 GTA in 15 minutes.
But I think this is this would
Can't
be
be.
glitches, or it can't be. What? I mean, there's 1 hour. That's more believable. Another one. Oh, they have it in categories. I think could be. Because then I'm seeing one YouTube video, Vice City speedrun, doing all missions, 2 hours. We used to spend days,
Of course.
and then you find someone doing that.
I'm trying to look up, to be honest, because I don't want to spoil Far Cry. You're gonna play Far Cry?
5?
Yeah.
I'm
You know,
not gonna
there's
play,
an
but I've seen the endings already.
You know the ending, so you know you can literally finish the game in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very easy speedrun.
That's why you said 3 to me. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
You have three endings, 3 different endings. You have the very common one, and then you have another one, which
There's a good,
there's
a bad
that
ending,
song
and there's somewhere that you can
at the
end the game
beginning.
quickly.
Exactly, at the very beginning. There's a choice, which you don't know you can do, but there's a choice.
But
Not
I
gonna ruin
felt with
anything,
this one, they're kind of going with the cliche, in the beginning of the game, you can just finish off the Far Cry game.
Not really. I found that out because I saw an interview with one of the makers of Far Cry.
Yeah.
And the whole theme to the game is that violence begets violence. So
in this case, yeah.
yeah, so that's the whole theme to the game. So the 5-minute ending is literally just don't be violent. Seek another way.
Because in Far Cry, I know in 5, the whole drug thing is insane, and this whole cult is
Yep. Heaven's
twisted
Gate.
as fuck.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, how they end, you're not too far off from them.
No, exactly.
Considering the endings,
Yeah.
you're not that different. Maybe less inhumane.
One of them. One of the endings. You've seen both endings?
Yes.
So you know the ending with the song Only You. That I agree. But the other ending has nothing to do.
No.
Nothing to do. You're like crap. End of days with this asshole. Anyways, not to give anything away. Nothing.
We're
Let's talk about
touching on very dangerous territory.
Yes.
Very
Spoilers.
dangerous territory.
Avoiding spoilers. Yeah, let's talk about E3. So
E3.
E3 is getting closer.
Shit.
The first interesting schedule is on the 9th of June, which is in 2 weeks'
No,
time.
it's not interesting. It's Electronic Arts, but fuck it. We'll
No,
watch it.
it is interesting. Come
Oh,
on.
shit. No.
What? EA? Cause loot boxes? What?
We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. With Battlefield, they already said they're going to Battlefield,
No,
they're
what
removing
are they
the
removing?
premium pass, sorry.
Yeah.
So either there will be loot boxes,
just-
but there's definitely going to be paid cosmetics.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't mind paid
they-
cosmetics. I
yeah,
mean,
exactly.
fuck it.
I never been.
They're a big
it's fine.
company and they're going to steal money from us in one
Sure.
way or problem or
No
one
worries.
way or the other.
As long as you don't make me buy a game that I already bought, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
So that's
Let's
fine.
see how ethical they'll be.
EA has one of the biggest titles, at least, that I'm looking forward to is Anthem. Or
Oh, yeah.
The Anthem, whatever.
No, Anthem.
Anthem. It looks really nice. Apparently, the team.
But it looked like another Destiny to me. Just
Yeah,
prettier because BioWare.
But no, it's not.
But at the moment,
it
anything's
looks
prettier than Destiny 2.
Yeah, and it's open. It's much more
Yeah.
open world than Destiny 2. From the
Yes.
looks of it, just blasting away and like flying through the sky. That looks really good. At least I'm very excited.
It looks
about
pretty. Let's see. Hopefully
Yeah.
in E3 they'll mention more stuff
More.
and we won't have to shit on them.
No, you, because I'm quite okay with EA. I
Join
love
me
EA.
in the shitting.
Join the dark side. Not to mention Star Wars, but anyway, EA. Yeah, so that's on Saturday, June 9th.
Yes.
On Sunday 10th, there's Microsoft, Bethesda, Developer Digital, and Developer Digital, those three. So Microsoft, Bethesda, and Developer Digital.
I think it was in Bethesda's conference once. There was an announcement of a particular game, and in the crowd, you hear this woman screaming, "Yeah!" Like, are you serious?
Hopefully, we'll get some of those moments when we're streaming live.
Yes, someone, please entertain us.
And then Monday 11th, there's Square Enix, with most probably some Final Fantasy or
Tomb Raider, maybe.
that.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider is Square.
What is Mario? No, not
Mario. No,
Bash Brothers. What was that?
No, that's Nintendo,
That's
dude.
Nintendo, right? Okay. No, that's on Tuesday. then.
what? The one.
No, that's okay. So
They
Square
might have some
Enix.
interesting game announcements, though, Square Enix.
Sorry,
They might have some nice details, Square Enix, this time.
I don't know.
Who knows?
To be honest, I've never heard of it.
Just Shadow of the Tomb Raider is everyone
Shadow of
going.
the Tomb, yeah. Ubisoft after Square Enix, and then PC
Ubisoft.
Gaming Show and Sony.
Was there any mention of anything from Ubisoft? Or
Did they mention
Division
Splinter
2?
Cell? Yes, Division 2. I think
Crew
I-
is Ubisoft.
Who?
The Crew.
Yes, the Crew 2.
Because you've been bugging me about it.
But that's coming out, I think, before E3 or exactly after E3.
Oh, yes.
That's coming out
Okay.
quite soon. So I don't imagine them mentioning.
We
it
just
that
released
much.
Crew 2, but we're gonna mention it in
It
our
again.
conference anyway.
Yay.
Cheer with us.
Yeah. It's interesting to see how they're gonna manage to get all those different vehicles into the game, because it's not just
Yeah, the
cars,
planes
it's
plus
planes,
cars
boats.
and stuff. Yeah,
Looks cool, but we'll see.
But you said that you're the Sony conference.
Sony,
The clash, as usual, of E3, Microsoft versus Sony.
Sony.
Who will have the better conference?
yes.
Probably Sony again.
Sony. I mean, they're the one I'm looking most. For not Uncharted. Last of Us 2.
Barba?
Who would be that's Sony,
Sony.
because it's a PlayStation exclusive, right?
Yes, it is a Sony thingy.
Yes, that's something to look forward to. But unfortunately, the Sony conference is at 9 p.m. plus 6 would make it our time
I wouldn't
So
mind
it
being
is
awake now.
at 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning.
Who goes to work anyway?
Blech, who needs work? Yeah,
We do.
to buy PlayStation games. And on Tuesday 12th, there's only Nintendo. So yeah, we're planning, as I mentioned before, we're planning on streaming live. We're definitely going to stream live on Saturday 9th, June 9th. We're going to stream live the Electronic Arts conference. And
Indeed.
on Sunday, we're going to stream live Microsoft. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to be live on either, or maybe both, Twitch and Facebook. We'll release more details
Yeah.
on how we're going to go about doing that.
Indeed.
But the idea is to watch both conferences
We want
together
to watch
live.
these two videos, these two conferences, and we
And-
want you to join us
Yes, definitely.
in the shitting.
Definitely. So we're going to be commenting about what's going on live as the conference is going, and obviously interacting with any comments of any of the viewers, of any of you guys who wants to join us. So yeah, we're gonna do that
Indeed.
on Saturday, on Sunday. Now on Saturday, Electronics Arts Conference is at 2 p.m. ET, so that would be 8 p.m. our time. Obviously, then we'll keep you updated because this is in 2 weeks. And we're gonna have the Microsoft, which is going to be at 4 p.m., which is 10 p.m. our time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on a
No, we'll
Sunday.
see. I mean, the important thing is that we're gonna post all these details.
Yes,
on
yes,
Facebook
of course,
because
of course.
you're not gonna stay coming back to this recording.
No,
just to
no,
see the
definitely.
time,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
don't worry about remembering this. And we thought of doing
But
on Monday. Did we say
Tuesday.
Tuesday? We're gonna do a reaction to the Sony.
Since the Sony one is gonna
It's
be
gonna
late
be-
at night, we're all gonna be fast asleep here. We might as well just get a chunk of the conferences that have happened and just watch them. And if anyone wants to join us in watching these videos, then just join us and whatsoever. But we want to see what the hell happened, and hopefully spoiler free, just like Game of Thrones.
Yes. On Monday, Ubisoft is at 9 p.m. ET, which would make it 10 our time, 10 p.m. our time. So we might think about doing that live as well, but we'll
Maybe.
see. Anyway, we'll
But
see.
either or else just go to the next podcast.
Yep.
That's the
Yep.
plans we
Anything
have.
we're gonna miss from these live streams obviously will be discussed in our next podcast, which will be in 3 weeks' time, which would be exactly the weekend after E3. So
Yeah.
that fits right
Should
in.
be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because E3 is in 2 weeks' time. So
Hopefully in
we'll be
June
doing the
we'll
live.
be back on track.
Yeah.
With our schedule.
Yep.
Maybe. Who
Yep.
knows?
Who knows?
Yes.
No. Suspense.
Suspense.
I think. Is there anything else you wanted to mention?
9.
9. 9 as in German, no?
Yeah. No, I mean
yeah.
no. Ah! Damn it.
Good. So I think that's all for this
Yeah, E3 is
podcast, to be
going to
honest.
be the
We
big
haven't
stuff.
missed anything.
I don't know.
So it's been quite
maybe, is there anything
easy
nice
week.
going to be released into the world?
yes, into these 3 weeks. There's the crew. I didn't check these before. Should have checked these before.
I know
we
that on the
started
29th,
podcast.
definitely, there's the gruesome game called Agony.
Yes, that's
If you're into playing in a dark room and playing a game full of fleshiness in hell.
yes. Apparently, you're a soul trying to escape hell, right?
Yes.
Or whatever. It's quite dark. Very,
very,
very dark.
fucking dark. Now we see. I'm curious to see what people say about it. I don't know if I'm gonna get down to playing this, and you,
No, I won't. I won't play it.
you,
I might see some gameplay on YouTube and all that, but I won't play that
Indeed.
game, definitely.
I know. On 29th also, I heard some good things about Moonlighter on the PC and PS4.
Okay.
It's an indie game with some pixel-based visuals, but really nicely polished. From what I've heard about this, if anyone has played Racketeer, it's similar to that. And to those who have not heard about the game called Racketeer or Reseteer, it's a game about you owning and running a weapons shop, and you also gather the ingredients for the weapon shop by adventuring. So by
Okay.
day you're running this weapon shop, and in the evening, hence Moonlighter, you adventure out into the dungeons, getting your stuff and crafting whatever you need to sell.
Okay.
So
Sounds
it's a nice game to give it
A
a
game,
look.
a game that's already been out is apparently it isn't doing too well. But I did see some.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
I did watch some gameplay. State of Decay 2.
Ah, no, that is pooey.
Apparently, but I might try that. Apparently, it's only on Windows and Xbox, so I'll try it on my on my PC.
Microsoft's
but yeah.
dedicated games are not doing nicely.
Not doing well, eh? I will see. Maybe they'll have something interesting during E3. And obviously, yeah, we mentioned the crew before. That's coming out on the 29th of June, so that's quite a way out. It's
I remember
even
seeing
worth
this from last
no.
week. You remember Shaq Fu?
Shaq Fu, Christ, yes. Basically, you're Shaq, the basketball player, doing Kung Fu, right?
Yes. Just don't bother
Talk
checking
about-
it out.
Talk
No.
about game being...
Nope.
Nope game. No.
Nope, nope.
Anyway, I think that's it. We can close off, right?
Indeed. Because the only other game release that's interesting is happening later in mid-June. We get Mario Tennis Aces. But we'll just mention it in the next podcast.
Yep.
The important thing now is E3, and hopefully some sexy things happen.
Yes. So, yeah, stay tuned to the page. If you haven't liked us on Facebook yet, give us a like and give us a follow. We're also on Instagram and all the other social media. We're trying to get Twitch up. We've emailed Twitch about our user, but it might be slightly different.
We're gonna have to have a different name.
Yeah, most probably. But yeah, we'll get there. It will be very similar.
G-defined.
Yeah, well, we'll try it. We'll try something out. Yeah, so
Jelly
leave us
thoughts.
comments. Yeah, keep tuned to the page again just for updates for the E3 live streaming. And thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.